The LCK is now becoming the EU LCK.
Or two people. Anyways.
Two people. You got IgNar and you got Trick heading back to Korea, playing for the best team name of all time, of course. BBQ Olivers.
It's fantastic.
They're going grilling in Korea. They're going back. I mean, okay, that's definitely going to be a middle tier team, especially when you see how stacked the top four are in the LCK. But I think both of these guys, Trick and IgNar to some extent, kind of wanted to head back to Korea. A little bit homesick, I'm sure. They've been hanging out west for a while, and now they're heading back home. So great for them. And I mean, they kind of developed their talent, developed their skills in EU, and then they can go back to Korea and be a starter on a lot of these teams. So good for them. They definitely earned some of these spots. But that team, I can't imagine will be great in the LCK. But any team in the LCK is great, so I take that back.
Trick very excited though, tweeting out, "I like chicken." So there you go. He's really in the team spirit. BBQ Olivers, everyone knows their sweet logo. It's a chicken.
Yeah.
So Trick is
that's one way.
He's embracing it for sure. It's interesting.
Do you think he actually likes chicken?
You think he was paid to tweet that?
So. Paid by BBQ.
Paid by BBQ. Pretty sweet tweet. But yeah, I mean, you already have these top four teams that brought back pretty much everybody. The exception is SKT, who has a top in jungle, Void, potentially depending on what they do with Untara and Blank, and then Samsung, Longzhu. KT bring back the entire team. Doesn't really matter who you get if you're BBQ Olivers. You're going to finish 5th or lower.
Yeah, and Longzhu also getting Peanut.
Yeah.
So that's a reunition. Is that a word?
No.
Reunition?
Reunion?
Reunion, that's the one.
Yikes.
A Rocks Tigers reunion with Prey and Gorilla, Peanut coming in there, and then the two young superstars, up-and-coming talent in Con and BDD. That team is even scarier now. I think, despite having some struggles last split, I think Peanut's an upgrade over Cuz, and this team finished first in summer with Cuz, and were heavy favorites heading into the World Championship. So, I mean, yeah, that top half of the LCK is absolutely terrifying for a little chicken like BBQ Olivers. Terrifying.
Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, the weak link on Longzhu last year was definitely Cuz in that jungle. Not consistent whatsoever. You bring a guy like Peanut, who when he was with guys like Prey and Gorilla, he was at his best, being that aggressive guy who was just making the other team so uncomfortable, always on the back foot. So Peanut can get back to those ways, the way he was on Rocks, then good thing for Longzhu, because Cuz wasn't always that guy for them. So it's just going to be interesting to see if between the two pairs of guys who were not very consistent last year, if they can find someone who can just put together back-to-back decent performances for Longzhu. And if they do, they're looking like potentially the best team in Korea.
Yeah, and it's so interesting. All these roster moves, all these transfers going in between EU and NA, totally different looking rosters. Korea's like, okay, we'll just pretty much put out the same team. Oh, we'll get Peanut. Okay. SKT says, well, we don't want Peanut. We'll have Blank. There's hardly any moves in the LCK, and it's almost more terrifying that way, that they're coming back. KT's coming back with the same roster. Longzhu's coming back with just Peanut as a change. SKT's coming back. And what's the other team? What's the other team I'm forgetting about? Samsung, the world champions. They're coming back with the same roster. So the fact that they're only going to develop this synergy even more is goodbye West. Goodbye the entire Western League, as per usual.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more esports content.